So have you heard the rumors? Hasbro is looking to unload Dungeons and Dragons. Well, maybe all that money from HeroQuest is starting to pay off and they kind of want to unload D&D because they realize, in my opinion, you really can't monetize D&D to the level that they want to utilize it for. And not only on top of that, given the D&D community and how that interlocks, you can't stop. They tried. You can't stop content creators from pushing out their own stuff to D&D, bolting in worlds and monsters and adventures and compendium and artwork and miniatures and terrain, all this D&D stuff. You can't control that. And you can't force content creators not to get paid or not to receive compensation for their time and for their love and for their effort. You can't stop D&D enthusiasts like myself for supporting content creators. You can't gatekeep D&D. Now, we tried that with D&D 4, right? They tried that with this idea that D&D 4 is going to go MMO. It's going to go clicky. Every character is just going to do daily powers, once-a-day powers, refresh powers, healing surges, and there's going to be this D&D online experience. You're not going to play tabletop anymore. You're going to go online and play it. The tools, the tech, the talent wasn't quite there. But now, this is where we're pushing. We've arrived at this moment where traditional D&D tabletop, while it still exists, and I love playing it that way, I also like playing over Zoom or Tabletop Simulator because it allows me to have a D&D experience with new friends that geographically there's just no way. There's just no way we're ever going to connect. Right now I'm actually playing in a game with some D&D friends over in Poland. There's no way I would ever be able to remotely play that, but I can if it's virtual. So you've got Hasbro looking and saying D&D for everyone, D&D next, D&D 1. Well, what if we have D&D Beyond and we make you pay for the DLC? We make you pay for the privilege of playing D&D. We make you pay every single month for the privilege of owning the Player's Handbook, the Dungeon Master's Guide, and the Monster Manual. There's no one more time purchase. They've been pushing that. They've been trying that. They've been monetizing that. It's reaching that cap. It's only going so far. And there's another gaming company out there that likes to do that. But the difference is their model is a physical-based model of selling miniatures. The rules are just kind of an excuse to play the miniatures, a framework. Their focus is on the miniatures. Now, there's competition there from recasting back in the day, but that's accelerated with 3D printing. You see a lot of 3D printed miniatures. The way they get around that is jacking up the prices and having this new cycle of miniatures tied into the rules. Yeah, look, you can print all you want, but we're going to release this new set, this new box, and the rules are going to be so amazing. Game balance, what's that? The rules are going to be so amazing that if you play them, and they're legal to play because they're part of the game, you're just going to dominate and destroy. And if you don't buy them now, you're going to miss out. Well, you know what? I'll wait a month or 2 or 3 till it hits the 3D printers, and then I'll print them out. Well, by then, there'll be a new set out that's even better, or shifts the rules, or change the rules, or have a new edition of the rules. That's how that other company has gotten to the point where they can still control and gatekeep. D&D being a role-playing game, D&D being in the heart of the players, that can't be done to the level that is needed, perhaps to support other areas of certain gaming companies. All their other IPs, while they're making money, look, you can only do so much on Monopoly. You reskinned Monopoly just all over the place. It's still bringing it in, but not like what you need. So it's interesting to see where you see these rumors kicked about every now and then. Look, D&D is going to get sold. It's going to go somewhere else. That's the community saying, please let it go somewhere that company will not just monetize it and just basically slap it down with late stage capitalism. So the community, the players can enjoy it. That's wish listing. That's good thinking. That is not really going to happen. But to try and stop the D&D community at this point, Pandora's box has been opened. There's no way to do that. And that's before we even layer in the various tech and channels and independent content creators putting out amazing, amazing stuff. And that's not against the D&D team itself, what they're putting out and how they're taking D&D with the production value. I would argue it's never been higher. It's never been greater. This is the best time to play D&D with what the current team is putting out. And I've been playing D&D since Redbox, and I've been playing it since AD&D. I still enjoy the current incarnation of it. Will it be sold? Will it go somewhere? Never say never, but I think there's a lot of challenges where you'll see that sooner rather than later. I think if D&D, then we're going to turn it over to the comments from my fellow D&D enthusiasts, players, dungeon masters. I think once we see D&D really pumped up, really pumped up, where they're showing a massive revenue stream, they're showing massive profits, and they've brought out this new exciting platform and they've pushed it to the pinnacle, that's when you're going to see it sold, because that's the best time to offload it. If it's kind of stagnating, that's different. If it's costing lots of money, well, then you unload it at that point, but I don't think we're quite there yet. So these rumors of D&D being sold, I don't think yet, but I could see it possibly one day. It's happened before. There used to be this thing called TSR. Stuff happened. Here we are with D&D in 2024.